So we've got Drea Torres, the it girl, but also the scholarship student at an elite prep school, who's basically Regina George but Latina and stressed. Unlike her, all her friends were born into this lavish life. Elliot, Montana, Tara, Megan, and Max are the typical trust fund babies, and Max and Drea are dating. The girls tell Drea that Allegra, known in the school as the Instagram witch, saw her buying her clothes off of Salvation Army, and she's trying to embarrass her while she's thanking everyone for showing up to her party to celebrate her getting the cover for their school's Thorn magazine piece. She makes an announcement to the party that Allegra has decided to donate all her outfits to Salvation Army, forcing her into a corner. After sneaking away to make out, Max shows Drea a video about her for Teen Vogue that he wants to submit to gain her more publicity. But she turns it down, saying that's not who she sees herself as because she's truly only doing this to get herself into Yale.
You know, maybe you could send me something to keep me company this summer.
You really want me to?
Yeah.
Girls, don't ever allow a guy to convince you into sending him spicy pictures or videos. It's almost never a good idea, okay? Girl, you shouldn't have done that. The next day at school, everyone's staring at her, and Tara shows her the video that she sent. She finds Max, who says he's on the phone with his lawyer, and when Drea confronts him, he says this.
How could you do this to me?
I didn't do this. I got hacked.
I remember thinking, I'm about to beat this bitch up.
Come on now. Of all the days you've lived, you only got hacked the one time that Drea sent you that video? Yeah. Okay. Rose Hill's headmaster puts Drea on behavioral probation and community service, also warns her that her scholarship will be revoked if she confronts Max again. Over the summer, Drea spends her time alone because she's dumped Max and her friends. She's working at a tennis camp when she's told by Eleanor, a girl who is joining Rose Hill in the fall, that Erica, snotty Richie McGee,
ooh, fancy pants, Rich McGee over here,
is the one who spread the video. After Eleanor heard Erica and her friend talking about how they spread it. This is one of my favorite scenes in the movie.
You insufferable cunt. I know you did this. She framed me! I don't even do cocaine! I don't know what it looks like!
Sophie, or should I say Sansa Stark, really delivered this line, man. Drea's car wouldn't start, so Eleanor offers to give her a ride home, and so Eleanor tells Drea about herself and how another girl at Rose Hill, named Carissa, was the person that she came out to when they were younger. But Carissa told everyone that Eleanor had held her down and tried to kiss her, causing Eleanor to be labeled a predator. Drea and Eleanor then realized just how terrible they were done by these Rose Hill bums. The school year begins, and Eleanor meets Gabby, who gives her a little tour of the school, introducing her to all the cliques, where she sees Carissa again after a hot minute. Dre's now an outcast and learns that Tara is dating Max after their families vacation together over the summer. During assembly, Max announces that he is starting a club for cisgender heterosexual men to support women, his attempt at deflecting negative attention from him over the tape being leaked. They meet in the bathroom, angry over seeing their tormentors thriving. Dre comes up with an idea for the two of them to go after each other's bullies, with Eleanor taking Max down while Drea goes after Carissa.
I can't do revenge.
Eleanor gets a makeover, as every high school movie does, to make her look popular, so she can infiltrate the friend group and find dirt on Max.
And we're not concerned that Max is going to realize we're manipulating him?
Narcissists are too busy thinking about themselves to realize they're being played.
The makeover works wonders because, to be honest, men are just that easy, and she gets invited to his pool party. Drea joins the school's farm club that Carissa runs. Carissa has Drea work with Russ, her friend and farm volunteer, since Drea had previously made fun of the farm and considered it beneath her, so Carissa knows Drea thinks she's better than all of them. At the party, Eleanor finds out that Gabby is Max's sister. Meanwhile, Drea goes to the beach to try and hang out with Russ and Carissa, but she uses the opportunity to steal the keys to Carissa's shed in the farm when she isn't looking.
Oh my god, he's hooking up with the Instagram witch.
She then hides in his bathroom as she hears him and Tara coming in to hook up, but Tara leaves when Max says something rude about Drea. This is probably a scene more movies should do because somehow people hiding behind doors are never seen. But finally, with Eleanor, we have something realistic. Max catches her, but doesn't assume anything and simply goes outside to talk to her and gives the whole, yes, I was born privileged and wealthy, but to be honest, I just want to leave all of this behind and live on a farm far away. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Kendall Jenner.
I want to be on a farm in Wyoming with a ton of animals. That's where I want to be. Getting wasted.
Drea and Eleanor sneak into the farm and open the shed and find that Carissa is growing a ton of magic mushrooms. They steal the mushrooms for the upcoming senior ring ceremony dinner, which Carissa is catering to offer vegan alternatives. During the event, Drea puts the mushrooms in Carissa's stew. They agree to meet in the bathroom and are confused on how the hallucinogenics aren't working yet, but when they head back out, they see their gorgeous work in action. While Max is tripping, he urges Eleanor to close the tablecloth because he doesn't want spiders inside. Eleanor tells him there's a bunch of them on his phone, and so she steals Max's phone to send the chats to her laptop. The headmaster finds Carissa's stash in the shed, causing her to get expelled.
There are messages here from a girl in every clique. He's cheating with half the girls at Rosehill. Goes back years.
The next day, Drea and Russ skip school and spend time at his dad's art studio. Russ tells her that throwing paint at blank canvases really helps with dealing with anger, and she should try it because she clearly has a lot of anger inside. They mess around with the paint before they end up kissing.
This is so humiliating!
During another assembly, Eleanor sends out Max's texts to everyone in school. These types of movie scenes always have me bewildered because how does she have everyone's numbers? But anyways, the royal friend group spins the story around into Tara and Max having an open polyamorous relationship to protect his reputation and allow all the other students to think they have a shot with him. This stupid idea actually works. I'm also just genuinely confused why Tara would still have his back even after finding out that he's been cheating on her. Low self-esteem, maybe? Drea meets with the headmaster again, who tells her that her application to Yale has been rejected since her grades have slipped and she has been slacking in her extracurriculars. And to make things worse, someone has notified the admissions board about her hitting Max. Drea then becomes more obsessed with bringing Max down because Yale was the only thing she really cared about, and she's sure Max is the one who sent the video. Drea tells Eleanor that she wants all of them to go down, not just Max, because they just watched as he ruined her life.
It's called the admissions party.
A night of pure debauchery.
No social media, no phones.
Drea tells Eleanor that she has to attend this party, especially if she got into an Ivy, as that's the party's only way in. Eleanor and Gabby meet and are open to each other about their feelings. Then it seems to me that they begin a romantic relationship. Eleanor gets home to discover that the royal court have thrown her a surprise birthday party. Drea sees through Montana's close friends that they've thrown her a party, so she shows up and berates Eleanor for not sticking to their plan. They have an argument where Drea admits she didn't even remember it was Eleanor's birthday today. She tells her to stick to the plan so they can expose Max for leaking the video. But then Eleanor hesitates. She's not so sure anymore if Max was actually the one who leaked the tape, since there was never really any proof.
I love my brother, but you know he leaked that video. He said some pretty messed up stuff out there.
Things start to fall apart. Gabby breaks up with Eleanor, saying she's definitely not the person she thought she was. Meanwhile, Drea learns that someone pulled the spark plug from her car the day she met Eleanor at tennis club, and she starts sensing something is off. She goes to the rehabilitation center, where Erica was taken after her alleged substance bust at tennis camp. Erica confesses that she actually ended up developing a snowflake problem. But Drea is really there to meet Carissa to talk about Eleanor. As Drea explains herself, the truth comes out. Eleanor was originally known as Nosy Nora Cutler. She, Drea, and the Royals all went to camp together, but Drea has no memory of this.
Yeah, she came out to me, and
Then it clicks. Eleanor set her up from the very beginning. She didn't just accidentally meet Drea at tennis camp. She sabotaged Drea's car to get close to her, and she was the one who sent Drea's tape to Erica, ensuring she'd be exposed at camp. Drea rushes home, only to find Eleanor waiting for her. Eleanor comes clean, bragging that she had the upper hand the entire time.
Narcissists are too focused on themselves
to realize they're being played.
When Drea accuses her of getting Carissa expelled for nothing, Eleanor admits that she and Carissa actually liked each other. But after Drea outed her, Carissa hid her sexuality out of fear. Then Eleanor reveals the next phase of her plan. She wants Drea to expose their old friends at the admissions party. Once the footage leaks, it'll be traced back to Drea's computer, ruining her for good. If she refuses, Eleanor threatens to frame Drea's mother for substance possession. Before leaving, she also claims to have told Russ what Drea did to Carissa. Panicked, Drea calls Russ, not to defend herself, but to actually come clean. But before she can do anything else, she gets into a car accident. At the hospital, Russ visits her and tells her she needs to confess, because what she did to Carissa wasn't just wrong. It was a crime. Meanwhile, Eleanor admits that she was the one who hit Drea with her car, knowing the royal court wouldn't truly accept her otherwise. At school, Drea finally reconciles with Tara, admitting she's been a terrible person this year and just wants her best friend back. Then at the admissions party, things take a turn.
No? You don't remember? We used to call her Nosy Nora. Familiar?
God!
Eleanor storms out, Andrea follows her, realizing how cruel she just was. They argue, but ultimately admit that their revenge plotting has only made them miserable. And despite everything, they do care about each other as friends.
Stop it, Drea! Drea, don't!
And finally, he confesses it was him. He leaked the tape, not because of anything personal, but because Drea rejected his Teen Vogue video, and that was his last straw. He never actually loved her. He was just playing her.
I got you to make that video, and then I sent it to the entire school.
Drea and Eleanor were recording. The entire party hears his confession. His friends turn on him, Tara dumps him, and the whole school hates him. A job well done, ladies. Drea meets with the headmaster, who tells her Max has been expelled and a spot at Yale has opened up for her, but she turns it down. This is the one part of the movie that I hated. After everything she did, after all that work, she deserved to go to Yale. Instead, she joins Eleanor and they drive off, skipping their graduation ceremony. During the credits, Eleanor gets back together with Gabby. Drea makes amends with Russ after confessing to the headmaster about Carissa. That's Do Revenge. Thanks for watching, and make sure to check out my other videos.